Hey you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome to my channel. So today I am so excited because I have another underrated favorites video for you guys. I did a few of these in the past and they're just some of my favorites. I am constantly looking at my makeup collection and I'm like, I need to tell them about that. Oh my god, that product's so good. How come nobody talks about that? I just always want to get the word out about these products. And then I think what motivates me to do these videos too, sometimes you'll hear reviews about products you love and you just can't believe that they're getting negative reviews because you love them so much. So yeah, I don't know, some of these products, they have some negative reviews, some of them are just not talked about a lot, but I have lots of fun things here. I have mostly makeup, I have a couple skincare items, and even a makeup tool or a makeup brush that nobody really talks about, and I don't know why, because it's just gives your eyeshadow the most beautiful like airbrush look. So yeah, just lots of fun things, so we'll go ahead and we'll jump right into it. Alright, so the first thing here is kind of a newer product. I think this was released in the last month or two, but this is the Decay Aphrodisiac eyeshadow palette. And I don't know if this was like a foreshadowing to the new Cherry Naked palette that's coming out, but this just has the most gorgeous purple tones in here. This is like my go-to eye look in a palette. I love a purple eye look, and this purple eyeshadow in here is just so gorgeous. Let me swatch some of these for you guys so you can see. The shadows are just so creamy, so blendable. And then this one rose gold in here is absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me of the one rose gold shadow in the Norvina palette. It's just so pretty and they're just so easy to work with. They apply to the lids so easily. They like really adhere to your lids. I almost sometimes feel like I don't need an eyeshadow primer with these because they're just so silky and creamy. They really last a long time and I just love the pigments and the colors and just love these shades. You have your like setting shade for starting off your eye look, and then you have a perfectly neutral crease color right here. So you just have a little bit of everything in this palette. I love it. It's been living in my makeup bag. It's just one of my favorites and I'm really surprised a lot of people aren't talking about this. But yeah, it's just so good. And especially these palettes are great if you don't want to invest in the full naked palette experience. Those palettes, I want to say they're in the 50 something range. And these mini palettes are just great because I feel like they pick the best from the palettes. So definitely an underrated favorite. I'm so surprised more people don't talk about this. This is awesome. I love that palette. And speaking of palettes, I have this one from Colourpop. This is the Take Me Home palette. I actually picked this up at my local Ulta. This was in, I think it was on one of the end caps when you're checking out. Those end caps always get me. They're so dangerous. But I spotted this and I think the packaging is what really drew me in first. It's just so cute with the pastel peach and the white stripes. But the colors in here are so pretty. And I'm not really a warm tone kind of gal. They're not really too warm tone, they're just perfect for every day. And I have been using this one shade like crazy. This one color up here is called Sidetracked, and it's like a pretty peachy brown. I'm actually wearing it all over the lid today. This is the only color I have on my lid. And here, I'll see if I can like do a live swatch on my lid. It's just such an easy color to work with, and it's so different. Like, it's just like a pop of peach. I feel like it's so fun. I don't usually reach for, like I said, warm tones and these peachy tone shades, but I just think this color is such a fun shade. It pushes the envelope a little bit, but it's still neutral enough to wear every day, so I just love it. And I know this is crazy, but I don't think I've ever tried a Colourpop eyeshadow before. I've tried I have all the Colourpop, oh my gosh, what are they called? They're in the little white pots. I love those, but I've never tried their single shadows, and I was definitely missing out. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're just so soft and blendable. They're not too creamy. They're just really soft and they're just easy to work with. And this palette is 12 bucks, so you cannot beat that. If you can't find this in your local Ulta, it's sold online. I'll link it down below. But yeah, this is just a great palette. So underrated. Can't believe more people don't talk about this. I love it. Okay, let's talk about lips next. So I have this on today. This is the Julep Lip Mousse. This is in the shade Pillow Talk. Julep is one brand. I don't know why. I feel like I always walk past them in my Ulta. I guess there's never been a product that really pulled me in, but I think I picked this up because it was on sale the one day, and oh my gosh, I would totally pay full price for this. This is almost like a moussier lip cream or a liquid lip, and I'm not a big fan of a liquid lip. I just feel like they dry out my lips way too much. But this is super moisturizing, but you get the long-lasting benefits that you would from a liquid lip. It's just a lip product that's easy to wear, it's comfortable, and I love the applicator. It's almost like an hourglass shape, which makes it so easy to apply. But yeah, and this color is just so pretty. It's like a bright pinky mauve. I just think it's so fun, and I love this formula so much. These are so great. I definitely want to pick up more colors, but this is an awesome first thing to try from them. You can't beat it. They're just super comfortable, and I love that they're really long lasting. Love this. And then next up is a setting powder. This is by Becca. This is their soft light blurring powder. When this first came out, it really intrigued me, but I think it got pretty negative reviews. But I just remember reading the reviews. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pass on that. But I happened to see a deal on Ulta. You got this with the, what is that primer called that I love? Oh, with the First Light primer. But I really got it because I love that First Light primer and I wanted a travel size version of it. But I'm so glad I picked this up because, oh my gosh, I love this powder. When I first tried it, I was kind of like, all right, it's a glowy setting powder. But I fell in love with it when I was testing out the Becca Skin Love foundation. I was not a fan of that foundation at first. I thought it like broke up a lot. It looked patchy. It just really like sat on top of my skin. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna like this foundation. But then I started setting it with this, and I would look in the mirror throughout the day and I'm like, oh my gosh, my skin looks so good. I guess I do like this foundation. But I think it's this powder. It just sets foundation so beautifully, and especially concealer underneath the eyes. It just takes away any creasing and makes your skin look super smooth. And when you first look at this powder, it's kind of intimidating because it does look like a glowy powder. It looks like you're about to put a highlight like all over your face, but it actually gives the most subtle, like filtered look. It's just like the slightest hint of illumination. It just gives your face like such a glow from within look. I'll apply a little bit so you guys can kind of see. But it's just so pretty and soft. It mattifies, but yet still adds a slight sheen. I have highlighter on here, but you can see on my forehead that it just adds such a pretty glow. It just makes your skin look so fresh and dewy. I just love this powder so much. Definitely highly underrated. I don't know why there's negative reviews, but love this powder. Definitely gonna be my new setting powder for when I just want an all over glow. It's just so pretty. Just love what it does to my skin, so yeah, love this. Okay, and then let's talk about a bronzer next. This is from the Too Faced Tutti Frutti collection. This is the Pineapple Sun bronzer. The packaging is definitely what pulled me in here. I am a sucker for anything that has an island vibe. I just knew I had to have this, and I just love Too Faced bronzers so much. I have their Sweet Tea bronzer and love that so much, but this is absolutely beautiful. So this is like a duo highlight bronzer. So you have your one, it's almost like a cool tone bronzer. It looks more cool tone in the pan actually. When you swatch it, it's a little more warm toned. I don't know if you'll be able to tell when I swatch it on my hand, but you'll see there's like a slight hint of warmth there. And then the highlight is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a pretty champagne highlight. Let me put a little on my cheek so you guys can see. I actually am already wearing it, but when you top it off, you don't have to worry about going overboard with it. It just gives like such a pretty subtle glow. Just so gorgeous. And even mixed together, these look so pretty together. It gives a really nice just sun-kissed glow to your face. The powder is really soft and smooth. It never looks patchy. I love it. And it smells delicious. It smells like pina coladas, and I'm a sucker for a scent. I know people say fragrance can be irritating to the skin and it can be unnecessary, which I agree with, but I don't know, sometimes I feel like it adds to the fun of makeup for me, but I just think this is so pretty, and it's super cute. Look at the little pineapple inside, like how fun is that? So yeah, I love this bronzer. This is definitely highly underrated. I feel like this has kind of gotten pushed to the wayside in all of the Tutti Frutti reviews, but yeah, this is definitely a really good bronzer. If you're a fan of the Sweet Tea bronzer, I think you would really like this. So yeah, love this so much. And next up, I wanted to talk about the CoverFX Illuminating Setting Spray. This is one of those products that just doesn't get talked about a lot. I think this was released about a year ago, and people either loved this or they hated it. And one of the common reasons people were saying that they were ending up with almost like glitter flecks on their face. But I have never found that with this. I just think it gives the most gorgeous glow to your face. It's just so pretty. But the sprayer on here is just so good. It gives the most perfect like mist of coconut smelling, illuminating beautifulness all over your face. It's just so pretty. I'll use it right now so you guys can kind of see it in action. But it just gives like a subtle glow. So pretty. It doesn't make your face like too oily looking. I can never say that word. Oily? Yeah. But yeah, it just doesn't give like an oil slick on your face. It just gives a nice pretty glow. So I love this so much. I feel like it sets your makeup. I really feel like it hydrates and refreshes your face. And I love the coconut smell to this. So definitely an underrated favorite. I love this so, so much. And then next up is this eyeshadow blending brush I was talking about. I just picked this up a few weeks ago. This is the It Cosmetics Airbrush Blending Crease Brush. This is number 105. But this is the most beautiful blending brush. I think it's my favorite in my whole collection of brushes. So it's the most perfect shape. It's not too wide, not too small. It allows you to get right above the crease. It just makes for a flawless eyeshadow look. It's so easy to use. The handle's really lightweight. I just feel like cosmetic brushes are so underrated. I know some of them can be really expensive. I bought a couple of their face brushes before and they're I think in like the $20, $30 range. Sorry guys, my voice is all over the place today. I've had a cold for like a week or two, so don't mind me. But this brush is 13 bucks. So I feel like that's not bad. For a brush that I'm going to use every single day, I would definitely pay $13 for. I think this is a great buy. It's just so soft and gorgeous. It just makes the gradient above your eyes just like so easy to accomplish. It's just so pretty. It definitely makes a difference with your eyeshadow look as far as what brush you're using. But yeah, I just love everything about this. It's the perfect length, the perfect size. It's just so soft and I don't know, I just love doing my eyeshadow when I'm using this brush. Definitely worth the investment. This is a great brush. Love this. And then last but not least, so let's talk about that skincare. So this one brand, Frank Body, they were kind enough to send me some things in PR, which was so sweet of them. They're actually a brand from Australia and they're natural. I think they're vegan too and cruelty free. So just such a commendable brand. Kathleen Lights used to rave about them. I think she used the one, I think it's their Send Nudes lip tint that she loved. But they have so many great things and the packaging is the most gorgeous packaging ever. They're a brand from Australia, but they're available in the US now and available at Ulta. And there's so many winners in the brand and these are my two favorites from the things they sent me. So the first thing I have is the Glow Mask. So this is a creamy hydrating mask and this is absolutely gorgeous. It makes my skin super soft. If you guys have used the Fresh Black Tea Perfecting Mask, I would say this is almost a spot-on dupe for that. The ingredients are a little different, but I feel like the results that you get from both are pretty much equal. This is just so good. It makes my skin so smooth and bright. It's just great for when my skin like needs a pick-me-up. And some of the ingredients in here, it's just so many great oils. They have cocoa butter in here, they have coconut oil in here, grapeseed oil, just so many good things for your face. You let it sit on, it feels super refreshing. So especially if you have dry skin, if your skin is feeling extra dry and flaky and textured, this is great to just like smooth out your face, just to smooth everything out, to take away the texture. It's just so good. I love this. And then their lip balm is so great too. It doesn't really say anything on the back here. It says at your slick service. So cute. Their wording and their marketing is just so adorable. So this reminds me so much of my Bite Beauty lip mask. It goes on really thick but melts down and just takes away any flaking, any peeling. I love this at nighttime. I feel like anytime I wake up, my lips are just so smooth and they just feel hydrated. With this cold, I've been breathing out of my mouth all week and somehow I managed to not get chapped lips, but I think it's because I've been using this every night. This is just so good. It keeps your lips super smooth and just hydrated. Love this. And yeah, I just wanted to include this brand because I feel like this brand alone is just so underrated. I just love what their brand stands for. They have so many great things in their line. They also have a coffee scrub that's in almost like a mousse form that is so good. And yeah, just so many good things. So definitely check them out. I'm not getting paid to talk about them by any means. I just really like the things I've tried. So that is everything I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your underrated favorites are. Are there some makeup products that you feel like should be more hyped up, that deserve more love? I'd love to hear. But yeah, please share down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.